Yeah, didn't do much, just steady and then sort of
Measuring your weight.
just creeping what's going through.
Place your heels on the rear sole of the mattress. Keep your arms straight.
Well, don't get used to it.
Starting your in-body
You're
test.
already 3%.
So every Monday, Alex gets them on the M-Body machine, which basically calculates all of your sort of body fat, calorie intake, and kind of quantifies your body somehow. So it's always a little bit tense because you're going to see any improvement in your progress, if there's been any.
So we've got two options now. We either do pretty much the same with your calories, see if we can train a little harder.
Yeah.
Or we have a look at the calories and say, do we drop them a tiny bit or not?
Do both, drop calories and train harder.
Do one or the other. Train harder.
Alright, cool.
Why cut calories when you can train a little bit harder and get better results from it? Like, people like to eat, and being too restrictive is just not good. So if we can hold his calories as high as possible, but give him that little bit of extra fire in the gym. I'm talking that extra 5%. Like, he's got it there, definitely. He's got an extra 10%, 15%. It's my job to get it out of him.
Rob? There you go, son. Fucking hell, you did it again.
I know, man. Another kilogram.
God, you're up in weight. That's the dream, that makes me jealous.
What's he done?
More muscle, less fat, hate him.
Back quickly?
Yeah, it's because he was a lazy bastard for 4 months.
Yeah, it was.
So now he's back on it. Some lean muscle coming on the body and brings the body fat down, like the weight's the same, like it's put on 0.2 of a kilo, but his body composition, which is what it's all about, has changed.
It's just expectations. Like, every dude fucking thinks they're going to walk into the gym, lift a few weights and start seeing some muscles and stuff. And it's never that easy, you know this.
Yeah.
So I always try and hammer home to them at the very start. It's fucking hard to get into really good shape. Like, to lose a few pounds, it's quite simple. But guys have this thing in their head where I'm going to lift some weights, I'm not going to drink for a few weeks, and I'm going to see a big, and I'm like, yeah, and it's a skill not to crush them. You don't want to fucking ruin their ambitions and demotivate them, but you also don't want to bullshit them and say, yeah, after 12 weeks you're going to be fucking ripped. You're not, you know, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be better up here. And I think it's a skill to handle 8 expectations more than get 8 results. Getting 8 results is alright, but handling expectations of these guys.
That's really good news what you've done there, 0.1, so it's minimal. Whereas the body fat's taking the clump of the loss. I mean, that's brilliant. All of a sudden you're like edging on half a stone lighter.
So just
already.
keep the nutrition going.
I don't see any reason to change it. I looked at it, you've got good food in there, it's balanced, you've got vegetables in there, proteins.
Yeah.
And if you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's no problem at all.
So Monday they'll do a workout, Tuesday will be a certain workout, and Thursday will be a certain workout. Then next week they do the same ones. What that does is it gives them a chance to increase either reps or on weight.
Phil?
Probably start on 55.
What, starting last time?
50.
Yeah, definitely. Good shout, mate. Alright, what's the strategy, so and so? Go around here. Can love it.
What's great is always seeing that, you know, a couple of people are going, yeah, I'm going up a weight. Yeah, I'm going up a weight.
So, what's the plan this time, Steph?
What's the next up from 27?
Just goes for 30, yeah.
Oh, I'll try that.
Alex is like, what's the plan? Yeah, I'm gonna slap on a couple more. Men want to lift more weight, so it's always cool to see them getting more ambitious with that.
Surrender, you got a bit of competitor over here, bud. Got 70 on the bar up. Yeah. You know when Rob's serious about training, so yeah, he don't talk to anyone. Doesn't talk to anybody.
I was always a slim build before I developed those problems, so I was always kind of like, you know, the beanpole. I was just not athletic in the slightest. When I got into my late teens, I kind of got into running a bit. I guess I think that was just a thing that kind of went alongside the weight loss. And again, it was a release as well, to kind of put your music on and kind of just run as fast as you can.
Like almost therapy?
Yeah, I guess in a way. I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily therapy, but it was my release, it was my stress release. You know, I kind of got wound up, so it was just to kind of put music on loud and to run.
This is why like exercise is so precious to me. It's my outlet. It's like where I go to. Like rather than go down the boozer, I go to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's my outlet. But I totally get that. It's like when a client says like I'm going, you know, I'm leaving somewhere else. Like when you're on top of the world, like yep, no problem. When you're feeling shit about yourself, you're like, I am fucking shit. I can't even do my job properly. I'm a shit trainer. Like who am I to lead a group of men?
There it is, yeah.
Can't even lead myself.
There you go.
But it depends what side of bed you wake up on.
What you doing, squatting?
Yeah.
He's not a fucking midget.
I didn't say he was.
I don't have to do it for him though. Look. He's got a stretch for that. It's right, not all 5 foot spot.
It's alright for me.
That's alright. Oh no, fucking hell. It's
What about Spider? What's Spider's story? What
Spider.
Yeah, what does Spider want to do?
Fuck all.
Spider was the only one that said, leave me alone on the things, on my forms. You'll regret that, I fucking got the forms, I'll show you.
I changed mine.
No, it's too late, that's what I said on the birthday. Is that what you put? Yeah. Well done, mate.
Fair enough.
Best session by a mile.
He's done really well actually, like Spider's done really well.
Yeah.
Like really well. He's just so content. It's like quite cool to see. Like not everyone's a driven motherfucker in the gym. I have to realise that as well. Like this is what I do and I love it. So I give Spider a total break. Like he just does it to keep fit and healthy.
Come this side. Who taught you that?
You did probably.
Oh fuck.
He's great because he's one of them guys that doesn't overthink. We are turning into a civilization or a sex of males that are just overthinking every little thing, aren't we?
Yeah, not every man has to be fucked up, like,
No.
do you know what I mean? So it's quite refreshing, like you just said then, to hear a guy that's like not focusing on the negatives or the problems. Like there's shit there, but he just doesn't look at it. And I'm like, it's really refreshing. Like it's the first dude that I've come across probably in a while that's not interested in looking at what he's not good at. I'm like, actually, Spider, that's a decent way to live, you know? He's so cool, he's so laid back, but he's content. And if you're content, I think you've won, you know? If you're happy, you've won.
The reason I do it, it's not so much for image or anything like that. I had a few health problems a few years ago I got diagnosed with a chronic lung condition. Once I got diagnosed, I had to have biopsies and stuff like that, and it really gave me a proper kick in. And I was on steroids, so I put quite a bit of weight on. Again, that was another part of the reason for doing the plan, because I wanted to sort of get some of that fitness back. Yeah.
Go on. Yes, Phil, we're seeing Phil now. We're seeing Phil. Right. I like it. Starting to show some now, Phil. You're starting to learn how to do it every set now, mate. That's better. Once it's there, it's there. And you know how to do it every set then.
I think Phil definitely surprised a few people this week.
Got him. He's got him. He's got him. Phil's there. He's got the bug. Phil's got it.
I think going out of last week and that kind of beasting he took from Alex at the end, this week he's certainly been committing way more. It's his last couple of reps that he's just got to get his head into, I think. If he cracks that, we're going to see some interesting things with Phil, I think.
Phil, well done, Phil. Still same weight next week.
Just try and do a whole set.
Absolutely. Yeah, but what I'm starting to notice now is in each set you're starting to get more tuned in at how hard you need to push yourself. Avoid that week 3 and week 4 complacency, fellas. Yeah? What you don't want to do is undo the work you've done in the first 2 weeks and then have to spend another 2 weeks trying to course correct, alright?
Next time on The Man's Plan, Rob's on a mission.
Rob's focused, fellas. Rob wants this, man.
He was like the Terminator.
I like your isolated attitude.
And will King ever swear?
I don't think I've ever heard you swear.
There's no need for it.
Don't do it for the camera, just because the camera's here. Flip off.
Good grief, that's